Hello guys, and welcome to episode 7 of my Endless Legend playthrough, playing as the Broken Lords. And today we're going to be continuing with our exploration and also our colonization, I guess you could call it, of Bilan. We have our settlement here almost ready to go. Now we need to choose basically where to place this settlement. Now in the last episode I was thinking of placing it here so that we get the dust from these sea tiles. However, I was thinking we could also go a tile to the left and cover this anomaly just here, where we get the extra production. And this could be one of those settlements that I set up for production to begin with, and then I can switch it to the dust production later on. So I'll set all my population to production like I was doing previously, and then switch it all over to dust once I actually have some boroughs on the sea tiles, or like adjacent to the sea tiles. So yeah, I'm going to wait until we do that. I'm basically going to make it set it up here, and if we look, we get 8 production rather than 4 production. Now obviously we get a lot more dust from going to the right tile, but that's not going to be too much of an issue, I don't think. So anyway, let's move on to the next turn, I think, unless we can move this guy on. No, we cannot. So let's move on. And we have plenty of productions being finished, and we can actually look to buy out some of these buildings if we feel necessary, like the sewer system here, central market. We could just use them to boost the production just a little bit, stop the negative modifiers from the rebellion, and just get on with it. But I'm not too sure. I think we'll just leave it as is. We can use this dust for other things like extra population and so on. Just keep boosting our dust production even more. I need to buy some population in Tehran, so I'm going to do that. Let's add as many as we can. That only looks like a couple. We have the Dorgeshi settlement there being completed well, in 119 turns at the moment. So maybe it's worth moving this one over to production for now, just so that that actually gets completed. Although that's not really going to make much of a difference. 17 turns is still a long time. We really need to sort out our rebellion status, because it will cost us in the long run. So for now I'm just going to move that back to dust, because it's not really making much of a difference there. Let's continue this army exploring. And we've encountered some delvers. That's good. I was hoping we would. Now I've just got to hope that there is 3 villages here of the delvers, and because the delvers are great. Their quality is that they give you plus 5% dust per pacified delver settlement, which is really, really nice. Anyway, let's move on our hero. We can move on our settler and actually make this settlement. And finally, this dust bishop is following this army down here, so we'll continue in that direction with that. Now at Bilan, I was thinking we might be able to afford a population, but apparently not. What do we want to work on first? Probably the mill foundry, I guess. And I'm going to put this guy onto production. Now in all honesty, this kind of dust thing hasn't really paid off so far. Focusing so much on dust is kind of put me further behind than when I was before focusing on production. And then it could just be the fact that I'm expanding so fast that the rebellion status has popped up because they disapprove from expansion. If you actually hover it over, yeah, minus 80 from expansion disapproval is actually pretty ridiculous. So I need to be careful about that, but I was hoping if I had both the sewer system and central market researched, that wouldn't be an issue, but apparently it is. So maybe we need to rush tech onto the next building that will give us approval. So if we jump into the tech, we can have a look at bread and circuses, minus 25% expansion disapproval in cities. That would be really, really useful. So probably good if we tech towards that. At the moment, dust refinery is going to take 7 turns. Our science output is not very good. So instead of producing dust, maybe we should produce science. Who knows? I think I might move my population over to science just so that we can cut down on this technology. Dust isn't majorly useful at the moment. Getting that technology definitely will be though. So we're going to leave it at that. I will actually change around this order, I think. So we'll go back on ourselves. We go 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. I didn't remove the smelting station. Oh, okay, so we're going to have to do that again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. That's more like it. That's the way our tech should go, and hopefully that will sort out our happiness, because the minus 50% production is pretty horrific, even though we are getting a lot of dust. These guys, I guess we're just going to use them to explore this land here where the Delvers are, because I really want to settle this so that I can assimilate them as my next assimilated minor faction. But that's all for this turn, so let's move on to the next one again. Is there another settlement here? I'm really hoping there is. Or another village. Some really nice anomalies down here as well. That would be a really nice place to settle. Looks like we're in the right position to attack the village here, so let's pacify that. We're just going to auto-resolve this. And job done. And now we'll go have a look at this ruin. And then after that's done, that army can actually head down to this land where we will search these ruins and so on. Okay, so the other thing I need to move is the Dust Bishop, so let's do that. And again, let's move on to the next turn. So we're pretty much waiting for our tech at the moment. That's the main thing. What's going on with this attack? Seems that a roaming army has hit my army. Now I've pacified all the settlements or villages in this province, so I'm not quite sure where that came from, unless it was on... Oh no, there was a roaming army, but it was on water, wasn't it? So yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, we're just going to auto-resolve this one. There we go, easy peasy. And I'm not going to actually heal my hero because I don't need to at the moment. That's going to take 244 dust, and that's actually quite a lot. Now in Scathown we have another stalwart unit, so let's create a new army out of that. And we're going to send that toward this army down here. It might even be worth starting to send it the other way around the world, yeah. Because if you look, that army's almost come full circle, so it might be worth just sending in the opposite direction and then it'll actually catch up. That's probably a much, much better idea. So anyway, let's explore this ruin. 80 dust. Okay, that's pretty nice. And now we will jump onto water. Guy can continue his exploration. And there is a second village. Good. Bishop can continue on his way, and all is well. At Scathown, let's choose the production of... let's see. Probably just another military unit. Let's go for a rider. Now that they have, I think it's 30% stun chance, they're actually really useful. So definitely going to invest in one of those. And we'll end the turn again. Now we do have some excess dust now, so I am going to spend that on some population. Let's get Bilan up and running, so add some population here. That's going to make the mill foundry take 6 turns, even though it's at rebellion status. And we're going to add the sewer system and the central market to the queue there. And what I'm going to do with the money now I'm saving it up is actually buy out the sewer system and central market. Now it's going to cost quite a lot. Only 134 for the sewer system, but I'm going to buy it in as many settlements as I can as I get the dust. And then I'm going to get the central markets where I can. Okay, so let's move on the armies again. Like, even 2 settlements of the Delvers is worth taking for me, I think. That stalwart needs to go the opposite direction now, and all is well. Okay, so bread and circuses will be finished in 7 turns. That's good. That's really good, actually. Not too long till that's complete. And then with the sewers and the central markets being complete, we will have positive approval in our settlements, hopefully. That's what I'm hoping for. Anyway, let's move on these armies. Just going to check for a 3rd village. There isn't one. Okay, that's fine. Get this army to continue. We might actually just head down to, what's that, Sinuan? And maybe we'll take the army to attack the Volters here. Depending on what they have. They might even attack me. Now I'm tempted to use this Dust Bishop to just explore, rather than try and catch up with this army, because inevitably that's going to keep moving in the wrong direction. This one will catch up though, this Stalwart. Right, so we've got a bit of cash now. Let's see where we can complete a sewer system. We'll do it here at Nyagor. And I won't do it there because it's only 4 turns. But we will do it here because it's 189 turns. So that should be okay. Let's move on with the Stalwarts and the Rider. Army can come down, Dust Bishop can go up, and the Stalwart can move across. Okay, so moving on pretty quickly, saving up some nice influence points there with the sewer systems being finished. That should help out our approval in these settlements. Well, that's gone to 5%. Still rebellion, but with the central market finishing after that, and we'll hopefully go more positive. So basically, expansion disapproval is based on how fast you expand, and it can become a real problem, as you can see. So I probably should have kept an eye on that sooner, but at the same time, we've taken some pretty juicy land, and once we start taking advantage of these gold deposits, well, we're going to have a lot of dust to work with the minus 50% dust upkeep on cities. Either way, we have armies to move, so let's continue exploring. And all is done again. Now, I'm hoping the AI might put up a bit of a fight. It seems that none of them have really expanded from their original starting location, which is really strange. I've never had a game like this where they've done that. Like, I played a normal game before, and I'm pretty sure that they've expanded from their initial province before. But in this, you got this one here, they haven't done it. The blue, they haven't done it. And you got the orange, they haven't done it either. Now that's the Ardent Mages, the Volters, and the Wind Walkers, or Wild Walkers, sorry, not Wind Walkers. And we have the green here, who is the Draken. We'll see if they've expanded. There's normally at least one that does it. And we still haven't found the Navy Blue. They must be up here somewhere. Or maybe, yeah, just up here. It's the only place we haven't really explored. Okay. Well, anyway, our empire is massive, so I'm pretty sure we'll make short work of whoever we want to fight at some point. And yeah, I'm just trying to win the expansion victory. And we're doing pretty well for that so far. Basically, we've got to control, I think, 80% of the provinces on Auriga, which is the planet that we're on. So, yep, we are well on our way to controlling the whole planet. Dust Bishop finished there. We have... What was that? Oh no, that was it, leveled up, sorry. And we have a production which we need to choose at Dardagar. So we can build the dust refinery here now. That's really useful. Will give us extra dust. A lot of extra dust on the settlement. And we can actually start building those in all of the settlements that have other jobs. So we'll remove this rider from the queue because I don't necessarily need it. And we can start work on the dust refinery instead. Empire plan in 6 turns might be worth boosting our influence a little bit. Let's see. All of these are working on science. This one's working on dust. Let's see if we can move these over to influence just to boost it for a while. And we'll do the same here. Okay, and that should get it up quite a little bit so that we can continue to get the extra approval from the Empire plan. If I jump into here, we definitely need to go towards that. If I simulate, yeah, plus 25 approval on cities we definitely need. So I'm going to be working on that as soon as possible. And the plus 3 per population on cities will also keep as well. And then we can be happy again. And we can start building stuff quicker, much quicker than we are currently. You can see in Tehran it's definitely affecting it. 111 turns to create the Dorgeshi village. That's pretty ridiculous. Anyway, continue moving on my armies and so on. Let's get this guy on land. I'm not going to pacify these villages, I don't need to. Unless a roaming army attacks me. Only then will I actually fight back. I'm just going to walk around and explore these ruins. If the Vultures attack me, then so be it. Up here, let's go say hi to the Draken. See what they're up to. And, well, looks like I've nearly intercepted this army down here with a new unit. So that should be good. Central market being worked on at Tolilian, or Tolilian. And what I'm going to do is actually save up for a central market in one of these settlements. Probably at Tehran, I think. We've got a little way to go before I can afford 566 needed to actually fast build it. But either way, we must continue. So, sewer system finished in Smezroth now. Gold extractor going to be worked upon. We need to keep an eye on our luxury resources because as soon as we can use gold, we want to do it. Currently the booster cost is 50, so we're waiting for that to build up to 50 and then we can make use of it. Reactivate the die booster now, so that's good. We might not even have any spare die left at the end of this because as you progress through the campaign, the boosters cost more to activate. So even though we are collecting die from like 4 different provinces, eventually you'll get to the point where we can't consistently keep the booster going. But at the moment we can, so that's good. Now I'm hoping we can search this ruin in this turn. No, we can't. We need to be up a tile in order to do that because of the cliff. This army can join with this one. So let's do that, if I can. Does it not want to? Oh well, we'll do it next turn. think the bigger army has to merge with the smaller one or something, I don't know. But here's the Draken. And that's all. So we'll move on. We're actually losing money now. And I think that's because winter is upon us. Yes, it is. We're being attacked by a roaming army on our main army. Just going to auto-resolve this. As you can see, the bar here showing us how much chance we have of winning is really high. So I'm just going to auto-resolve that. No problemo. And my Dust Bishop leveled up. Good show. And at Ishimlaw, the infantry cantina is finished, so let's now work on the dust refinery. And let's now merge these armies if we can. Why is it not letting me merge them? That's really, really frustrating. Is it because they're on water? I'm guessing it's because they're on water. So let's go back to land. Why not? And this guy can finally explore this ruin. Okay, so we have a new quest from this. Really nice. Concrete and virtual. In a ruined temple, your patrol finds a desiccated body suspended in the air, its outstretched arms reaching towards a cistern of cool water. Held in place by dust magic, the dried and withered corpse resembles the forms you have seen on the eroded walls and statues. What trap was laid? By what enemy? To catch this poor soul. So, a closer investigation of a ruined temple shows a trapped body and strange indications. This is certainly worth pursuing. Explore 2 temple ruins before the end of this winter, and we'll get rare metal foundry. Interesting. So that will unlock a free tech for us, basically, if we manage to complete it. Now that's going to be pretty hard. I'm not sure if that is with just this hero, because we have one here that we can explore, although we're not going to be getting there very quickly because of the winter, of course. Let's jump in and have a look at these quests. Okay, so explore 2 temple ruins before the end of this winter. I think that's with any army. So where can we do that? Let's have a look. Maybe I should get this army to go back and explore this ruin, and we'll explore this ruin as well. And that should be 2. Okay, these guys can still head back to land, that's fine. Bread and circus is complete, that's promising. Now we'll work on the dust depository. And once that's complete, we can probably start putting our guys back into the dust production, rather than science production. So yeah, 30%. Still rebellion status though, that's kind of frustrating. But if we have the central markets finished in the new settlements, then I don't think they'll hate me as much. You can see in some of these settlements, or at least a couple of them, it's only unhappy. So that's much, much better than rebellion. That's only minus 20% instead of minus 50%. But yeah, let's get these guys heading back towards land. This guy towards the temple. Or ruins. And these guys as well. I think they're, was it temple ruins or unspoiled ruins? There you go. So now this guy can get on land. These 2 can race to the shore. This guy's nearly there. Again, we're just going to end the turn. I am saving to buy out one of those central markets, so that's why I'm not spending any of that dust. So let's search that. A brighter future. Another new quest added. Okay. Your scout entered new ruins and discovered a manuscript full of ancient knowledge. As the future of Auriga is uncertain, the more you know, the better are the chances that you will survive. By erecting a public library, you can hope to shed light where today there is only ignorance. Okay, so improve your chances of survival by building the public library. And if we build one, we get Smelting Station, which is a free tech. Okay, so definitely worth doing. A public library. Let's see if we can build one of those in one of our newer settlements. Public library. Let's just outright buy it, just so that we can complete that quest. Not too concerned about buying the central market. If we can get a free tech, that's really, really big. So definitely gonna use that opportunity. And the Dust Bishop can explore this unspoiled ruin. 150 dust. Nice. Okay, so... Am I missing something here? Surely the quest should have completed. 2 temple ruins. Ah, I should probably pin this, and then it will show me which ones I need to explore. However, they could be anywhere. Like, normally they have like beams coming down from them, I would assume. Let's have a look. Where are they? I'm not exactly sure. This one? None of these? Nope. It's normally temples that you've already explored. Let's see what it says again. Does it give us progress? The terrain tooltip indicates the kind of ruins you're about to search. So, hang on. So they're temple ruins. Okay, so there's 2 different types of ruins, sorry. Okay, so there is unspoiled ruins and there are temple ruins. So we've explored one other temple ruin. And we need to find another one before the end of winter. So that could be pretty difficult, because I have no idea where we can see the difference on the mini-map. I'm just going to have to keep zoomed out and just hover over them. They're all just unspoiled ruins. They're temple ruins, but I can't explore that again because we've already explored it. Is that temple ruins? No, that's unspoiled ruins. Temple ruins, there's some there. And there's some there. We're way too far away from that. What about... I already did those ones. This is awkward. I don't think we're going to be completing this quest, if I'm honest. It's just... everything's just too far out of the way. So anyway... yeah, I guess I'm just going to have to leave it. That's quite annoying. So we'll just end the turn there then. Winter will finish any time soon. But we did manage to get our free reward of the smelting station complete. So that's good. And Eureka! Sages from across Uriga are envious of your scientific prowess, and the scientific knowledge of your empire gains an unexpected advantage. Well, that's just perfect, isn't it? Yeah, if we now go into the tech, you'll see that we got that tech for free, which means we don't have to waste time getting it, which is nice. Okay, let's work on this empire plan. Let's now go towards plus 25% approval on cities, and then we'll keep it as it is, because the plus 25% building buyout reduction on cities is really useful. So yeah, that will do. And hopefully that will make things build a lot quicker. You can see that all of these settlements have now gone to unhappy rather than rebellious, and now even a couple of them are content, which is great, because that just sets them back to their normal sort of production. Right, now we're done with that, I can set my scientists Actually, I'm not going to do it until I've completed Dust Depository. I said that already. But we are going to buy a central market if we can. I think we just need a little bit more. Yeah, we're going to have to wait one more turn in order to do that. Right. Yeah, so they have to be on land in order to merge the army. So that's fine. So now I'm going to actually use this army to head up to this blank area up here, the fog that we haven't explored yet, and hopefully we'll find the last guy we're looking for. Now, the only hope I really have for completing this quest is for the winter to last forever and there be a temple ruin somewhere in this province. I think that's the only chance I have. Unless I can get this Dust Bishop to 1, which I don't think I can. I am going to send this Dust Bishop over to this Unspoiled Ruins though, just to see if we get anything from that. But all is done for this turn. Let's move on to the next one. Oh, the other thing I must do before I forget is move all these workers out of influence and back to dust. And I think that was the only couple I changed. Yes, it was. Okay, good. And we're being attacked by more ice wargs. That's our main army. Just going to auto-resolve that. Great. Move up with that army. Move on this guy. Now there is a perk you can get for your heroes that allows them to not be affected by winter penalties. Now the Minotaur would have been really good for that quest, but I hadn't recruited any, so that was kind of pointless, I guess. But either way, it has been my time, so unfortunately I'm going to have to leave it here. But our empire has been through some rough waters, but I think we came out the other side of it just fine. And now we're going to be sorting out the approval in all our settlements. Hopefully I can get some boroughs built on these new ones and we can exploit the land even better. But for now, that's all. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed it. Thanks for watching and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.